Welcome to Tansson TV Plus. I'm Brandon,
And I'm Mom.
and thank you so much for joining us here today.
Yep, thank you for joining with us again.
We always love doing this. And Mom, this is a movie discussion. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, Brandon. Today we're going to talk about a very Jonas Christmas movie.
Yes, and this released on Disney Plus on November the 14th, 2025.
Yes, it did. And I'm going to give just a very brief synopsis. Well, this movie, as you can guess, is about the Jonas brothers. I guess a play on their lives. But anyway, the movie's about three singers who want to go home for Christmas. They actually weren't in sync with each other personally. And so they met a Santa along the way, or one of the brothers met a Santa along the way. And Santa kind of cast a spell on them and didn't want them to go home until they were in sync with each other. And so this is about their trials, tribulations, adventures as they try to make it home. And so that's this movie in a nutshell.
Well, Mom, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, Brandon.
And overall, what did you think about this very Jonas movie?
Well, Brandon, I thought this is one of those movies that it was really hard to figure out what you really think about it. And I will say that to say that I did have to watch this movie a couple times. I kept falling asleep on it. However, I will say this: what I saw, I liked, and I did watch it all the way through. And if it's on, yes, I will rewatch it again. So it's hard to say what my thoughts are about the movie because it did make me laugh, although and it might be that I'm not as familiar with the Jonas Brothers, and so I wasn't getting a lot of the inside jokes, even though I knew they were inside jokes. So it was it. It's a nice watch if you're as you're watching the movie. I know that you thought it was funny. What were your thoughts?
I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I mean, I don't know much about the Jonas Brothers, but I did enjoy it. It felt very much like a made for TV, or in this case, I guess made for streaming, Christmas movie, and lots of fun guest stars along the way. And yeah, man, I just thought it was an enjoyable movie.
Yeah, it's not bad, and I will say kids will like the movie. So if you're looking at asking if this is a movie that children can watch, yes, they can watch it. They probably will know more about them than I will.
Well, Mom, I mean, overall, I mean, I was going to say who picked the movie, but if anything, I think Disney Plus picked the movie.
Yeah, Disney Plus picked the movie, but out of who picked the movie, Brandon picked the movie. So we both kind of discussed it, but this is one of Brandon's choices.
Yeah, so though you're the one that brought it up to me, though.
Yeah, I did bring it up to you. I did do that.
Well, overall, I mean, what was generally like the thoughts and premise, and do we have any sort of discussion in terms of what this does or doesn't do as a Christmas movie?
Well, I thought this is a Christmas movie. It had, sorry, yeah, there was sorry, this is a Christmas movie. They talk about it being Christmas throughout the movie and how they're going home to be with their families, and so that's something that they talk about nonstop. I would say overall this movie was kind of funny and lighthearted. It's about family kind of reconnecting, and a lot of singing and a lot of catchy tunes, and it's just with the season that's there, that's very prominent in the movie, so you do know it is a Christmas movie.
And Mom, overall, I mean, do you think that this? I mean, you said that it definitely is a Christmas movie. Would you say that this sort of goes along with? I know we had been discussing sort of TV tropes in terms of Christmas. Would you say that this sort of follows along the movie lines of it?
I think so. Well, this movie could have taken place at any time. I will say that. So, but if you're asking about Christmas time period, yes, only because they emphasize the time period, because they want to go home, they want to see their kids, and they do say that it is time. You know, they're getting ready for Christmas. So that part kind of goes along with it being a Christmas movie, but it's not over the top like some other movies that we've seen.
Yeah, and something I would say that I mean I personally enjoyed about the movie is that it uses sort of one of my favorite tropes, and that is that we have to do this whatever insert here gigantic task before this time, and that everything can and will go wrong. I personally love that for TV, and and so I like it being implemented here, where they have to get home for Christmas, but they just can't manage to get out of Europe.
Yes, and Santa is very prominent in here because of Santa. They're not able to get home as easily as they thought they would be.
Yes, I definitely did enjoy that. And Mom, is there anything else that you want to sort of discuss for this movie? I know that there's been a sort of, in my mind, like an effort in recent years for more streaming services to get out movies, but I'd say this is probably one of the first Disney Plus Christmas movies we've at least seen.
It is one of the first, and like I said, we tackled it because we were looking for just something different, something contemporary to watch, and so we saw that it was out. So we said, "Oh, well, let's try this," and and so it's worth. I think it's worth the watch. It is worth the watch. It's enjoyable and it's a family movie, and it does have a message, and the message being that it's kind of important to get along and be in sync with your family, which is something that's important during the holiday season.
Yes, it definitely is. And so, Mom, I mean, is there anything else that you'd like to say before we head into our wintertime connections for this?
All right. Well, I like to rate the movies 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. I gave this a 3. For me, it was just kind of midway. Like I said, even though an enjoyable watch, it did take me a couple times to watch it. And like I said, and they said I had a lot of inside jokes in this movie because I had to look some of them up. And I did see that they were inside jokes. And so that's one of the things that kind of got me with this movie. But other than that, I'd say go ahead and watch it.
Well, Mom, yeah, if you haven't figured it out, I definitely gave this a 4, 4.5. I definitely really enjoyed this movie. And while there's certainly, I mean, word jokes, I don't think they were really necessary for you to know them to understand the movie. I mean, certainly, I think it would enhance if you know it, but I think the movie did well for being self-contained and sort of existing within a fictionalized version of the wrong world.
Yes. And I will say this, I didn't realize this Jonas Brothers sang all the songs that they did. And so I especially at the end, one of their songs that they sang, and I looked up because I was very familiar with the song, but I didn't quite realize they were the ones that sang it.
We learned a little bit about the Jonas Brothers through this.
Yes, we did. We did.
And Mom, are you ready for us to head into connections?
Yeah, what are our connections, Brandon?
Okay, so our main connection is with the Christmas love interest that usually seems to occur within these movies. So this is with the old friend and babysitter Lucy.
Oh yeah, and tell me, who is Lucy?
So Lucy is played by Chloe Bent, who plays Sky on Marvel's Agents of Shield.
Yes, and I hope you guys are following along because we have been talking about Agents of Shield.
Yeah, season one has come to a close for us.
Yes, it has. It has.
But Mom, did you recognize her?
I did. Well, you had to initially tell me, and then once I looked up and kind of realized, yes, I did recognize her.
Yes, and I truly had no idea that she was even in this movie until I saw her name in the credits. But nor did I even think that she was going to have a major role. But I definitely thought she did a good job in this. And then we have another connection as well.
Oh, what is that, Brandon?
So we have Randall Park.
Oh, yes, I love Randall Park. He's in everything.
Yes, and so most recently we spoke about him in the Christmas holiday episode of Fresh Off the Boat.
Yes, we did. We sure did. And a lot of Marvel movies he's been in.
Yes, he's definitely made his rounds all across media here and there.
Yes, he has. He has.
Oh, come to think of it, he was also in the first episode of Watson we spoke about.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was.
I had completely forgotten about that, but yeah, so those are our main connections. So I'm sure I'm forgetting about something, uh, but yeah. So, Mom, is there anything else that you want to speak about for a very Jonas Christmas movie?
No, I think you've covered it, Brandon. It's a nice movie for people to watch.
Yes, I'm definitely curious to see if they end up doing anything more. I know, of course, they used to do something. I think a Disney TV show from doing my little research. But I'm curious to see if they end up doing any more of these types of movies because I do believe it was a fun watch.
Yes, yes. And we thank everybody for watching.
and we look forward to seeing you next time.
All right, have a great day, everybody.